Today we have Deanston. This is the Palo Cortado cask finish, and I'm going to go ahead and open her up. So Deanston is a Highland single malt Scotch. They're actually owned by a South African company, and they are getting harder and harder to find. They're having some issues with distribution along with Bunnahabhain, and I think they're kind of owned by the same, or have some kind of affiliation. But anyway, so Deanston, they started way back in 1785 at a cotton mill designed by Sir Richard Arkwright, and remained as such for 180 years until it was transformed into a distillery in 1966. So they began bottling in 1971. They closed in the 80s and reopened in 91. Began using local ingredients and local resources. They are kind of, again, kind of Bunnahabhain and Tobermory. They are kind of related. And really, again, distribution with the three of those, they're having problems right now. So you're not going to, if you see Deanston on the shelf, you might want to grab it because it's going to get harder to find. So anyway, this is 51.8% ABV. It's a single malt Scotch. They have 4 pot stills, 2 wash, 2 spirit. This is 51.8 ABV. It's aged 19 years in bourbon, 2 years in Palo Cortado sherry. This is the rarest of all sherries. Palo Cortado is very rare in that it is initially aged under the floor to kind of become a fino or an Amontillado. I don't know what that is, but I have some. But anyway, so but somehow it loses some of the flow and becomes and begins aging as an Oloroso. So the result is a wine that is has the richness of Oloroso, but some of the crispness of an Amontillado. Only about 1 to 2% of the grapes pressed for sherry naturally develop into a Palo Cortado. It is a dry sherry. It's only counts for 2 to 3% of all sherries, and it's kind of like a freak of nature. It is an in-between. It's kind of an in-between sherry. It's dry like a fino, but nutty like an Oloroso, but kind of between an Amontillado and an Oloroso. So it's kind of you don't see a lot of Palo Cortado sherries. So this is kind of very rare, which what makes it pretty expensive. So I am going to roll this. I kind of wondered why it was so expensive until I had to do a little research on Palo Cortado. So, but yeah, Deanston, yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't chill filter or add color. So there you go. Let me just go ahead and show you the label. And here we go in the glass. I hope I got all that information right. I'm just kind of not sure. You just read different things on the internet, but anyway, I do know it's kind of like, I saw a graph of the sherries. I think I'll try and post it on the video, but it's kind of like Palo Cortado comes in a unique place. So, all right. Oh, there's very little on the label other than Highland Single Malt Scotch, 1997. We have combined the very best ingredients from our local area using traditional methods to create a unique single malt whiskey that embodies our industrious spirit. 51.8 ABV, honey, dried cherry, citrus, and floral notes with a deep underlying sweet maltiness make up the unmistakable scent of limited edition Deanston Palo Cortado cask finish. Luxuriously smooth, notes of caramel and rich oak blend with subtle hints of gentle spice warming the palate before giving way to a rich and rewarding finish of oaky sweetness, alive with dried apricots, prunes, figs, and honey. No box, that's it. And I think actually Deanston's one, they've gone away from boxes just kind of to be a little bit more environmentally friendly. So, okay. Very nutty. I'm getting a lot of almonds. That's the predominant note is on this. Some oak, vanilla, cinnamon, ginger. Yeah, I don't know. For being so unique, it kind of smells like a lot of other things, other than really the nuttiness is really prominent. Could be that I have a little, we got a lot of pollen going on right now, so kind of a, not that I have allergies, but you know, if you live in Southeast Texas long enough, you're gonna have allergies. But yes, very nutty. Almonds, ginger, almonds and ginger. Maybe some apricots and spice in the back. Definitely a little bit of oak. Yeah, nuts and ginger. A little bit different. I've not had that combination so prominent before. That's the two things that come out the most. But okay, for as much as this cost, I got high expectations. So let's see if it lives up to it. Oh yeah, that's good. Lots of oak, vanilla, butter. Some honey in there. Finishes quick. Okay, so interesting for a, what, I guess 21-year-old. Yeah, because it's like 19 years in bourbon and 2 years in Palo Cortado. So that's pretty old Scotch. Definitely oaky, buttery. Finishes kind of long. So let's see what else we get now. More vanilla. Oh, yeah, the nuttiness is still there for sure. This really seems more nutty than even an Oloroso. This has just got a lot of nutty tones to it. Nuts, oak, ginger, vanilla. Yeah, definitely some vanilla coming through. This is very, very good. Absolutely delicious. Okay. Yeah. Oak, butter, vanilla, spice, nuts. Very good. And it's what, 51.8? This is a great Scotch. Wow, it's very, yeah, that sweetness and the nuttiness kind of combination, very good. It deserves at least an 8. All right. Subscribe and we'll see you next time.